The Beatles are usually talked about as having one big musical rival, the Rolling Stones. But according to Paul McCartney himself, that's not actually true. The band he considered real competition, the one who pushed the Beatles to become something greater, was an American surf pop group, the Beach Boys. And it all comes down to one album, one song, and one songwriter, Brian Wilson. Here is how the rivalry actually worked. In 1965, the Beatles released Rubber Soul, an album with no filler, every track a genuine standout. Brian Wilson heard it and was stunned. According to accounts from that era, he vowed on the spot to make something even better. His answer came in 1966, Pet Sounds, layered vocal harmonies, unconventional chord choices, and production so ambitious it's still studied by musicians today. When Paul McCartney heard it, especially the track God Only Knows, it hit him hard. McCartney has said the song is one of his few pieces of music that reduces him to tears every time he hears it, and he has repeatedly called it his favorite song even written. That reaction pushed McCartney to gather the rest of the Beatles and get to work. The direct result, Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band, arguably the most influential rock album ever made. McCartney has been remarkably direct about the specific influence. He's explained that what struck him most about Pet Sound was not just the harmonies, it was Brian Wilson's bass playing. Wilson was not using the bass just to hold down rhyme, he was writing actual melodies with it, choosing notes that were not the obvious ones. McCartney has said that discovery is what pushed him into a period of writing much more melodic bass lines himself, a shift that's audible throughout the Beatles' later catalogue. As recently in 2025, when asked the names his favorite album by other artists, McCartney listed just three: Music from Big Pink by the band, Harvest by Neil Young, and Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, an album he said in his own words blew him out of the water. The influence ran both directions. Brian Wilson pushed the Beatles to move past simple love songs into most ambitious layered songwriting. In turn, the Beatles' example pushed Wilson to treat the recording studio itself as an instrument, not just a place to capture a live performance, a philosophy Pet Sound is now famous for. When the Beach Boys were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the mutual respect became public record, with McCartney among those honoring Wilson as a genuine pioneer of modern pop production. So next time someone tell you the Beatles' biggest rival was the Rolling Stone, you can tell them the real story. It was a group of suffers from California and one album about growing up that pushed Paul McCartney to help create the greatest album of his career.